up, guys? Having a little bit of a vendor crash out today. So I just drove an hour 45 minutes here to start setting up for this market tomorrow, because they're only giving us 2 hours from load in to doors to be show ready tomorrow, and I'm soloing, and that's just not enough time. So I drove out here today. I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna drive all the way back home. First obstacle, I'm like a good 5-minute walk from the rest of the punk rock flea market. Very nervous about sales because I'm not in the main room with everybody else. Anyone with a convention hotel key card can access the space that I'm in overnight. So I no longer feel like I can leave my stuff here set up. So the whole reason I drove out here today was to set everything up so that when I drove 2 hours to be here tomorrow, I could just be here and I wouldn't have to worry about setting up or driving out here at 6 a.m. or something crazy to have everything ready to go. But instead, I think I'm gonna have to come super early tomorrow too, because I don't feel safe leaving my merch here overnight. Which is really unfortunate. I'm feeling really nervous because this is supposed to be my biggest event of the month. I have been prepping nonstop, like pulling crazy hours to be ready for this event. I'm in the arcade and a bunch of kids literally just came in to start playing arcade games. So that's what I mean when I say like this space is not secure to be leaving any of my stuff. I don't know, guys, I'm feeling disappointed because I've been really looking forward to this event. So let's go ahead and get everything set up to start with, and then we will regroup from there. This is an excellent event. I've heard so many good things about it, but there's no saving being in this back room. I'm not near anything. I'm like in a completely separate part of the hotel from the entire event. I have been so excited for this event for months. I feel like I have not been able to shut up about how excited I am, and now I'm just sitting here like, I don't know, it's just tough. I really try to pride myself on being optimistic about events, especially ones I've never done before but I've heard good things, because you never know until you try. And I am gonna see this through because I put in a lot of time and effort and commute to be here, and I paid for a hotel, so like we're in it now, but it's not looking great. All right, let's go ahead and just get this booth set up so I can get out of here and go home and eat some dinner. Good morning. We are about to start our hour and some change drive over to Lexington to finish getting set up this morning. So, my bad, guys. So, yeah, let's go ahead and knock this out and I'll check back in when we get there. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Bree, the artist behind Astitchingwitch, an embroidery and crochet brand, and today we are doing Kentucky punk rock Flea. We're all set up inside. It is a little dark in there, so I figured I'd come out here and talk to you guys real quick while everybody finishes setting up. But the show is from 12 to 10. It's over an hour away from me, so I am crashing out here tonight. So hopefully we do super well so that I can cover all my expenses. I'm doing, once again, another new booth setup because I am soloing this show and I didn't want to bring too much of my heavy equipment to set up by myself. I am doing a big menu style display for all of my jackets, which I've never done before, which means the back of my booth is kind of insane. I will take you guys back there and show you what it looks like, but I'm really eager to see how it goes because this would be a really good test run for future conventions when I'm working by myself. So fingers crossed everything goes smoothly. I'm sure you saw in my previous clips during setup that we are kind of in a weird spot. I will go ahead and attach the footage for you guys of where we are in the building compared to everybody else so that you can kind of get a feel for what's going on. I've heard that this is a fantastic show, so I'm really hopeful that everything works out despite us being kind of in the back corner away from everybody else. But we all just put up a ton of extra signs letting people know that we're back here, and yeah, all we can do now is wait for doors to open and see how things go. I'm super excited about everything I made for this event. I made a ton of punk rock plushies with piercings and all of the decorations, so I'm super excited to have them out finally after weeks of work. If you want to see details about all the plushies I made, there's an Everything I Crocheted for Halloween vlog up that you can go through and find the patterns and see close-ups of all the babies. But other than that, I think that's all that I have for you guys right now. So let's go back in and get settled and get ready for the day. The back of my booth is kind of chaos, and honestly, I don't have it in me to rearrange. Because I'm doing menu style for the jackets, I have them all just everywhere, but I don't really know an alternative, so that's what we're doing. I've got my restock bins for my hats here, my thank you bags, and yeah, so we are locked in. I think this is going to be the final setup, and we will just see what happens from here.
I'm comfy because it's gonna be a long day. We're going till 10, and I woke up at 7 to drive out here, so we're gonna be going and going and going.
But I just got these new boots, and I'm really excited about them. Harley boots, I'm obsessed. It's a good way to test them out, make sure they're actually comfy since I'm just sitting still all day, so. Immediately following the event this weekend, I'm going to another event next weekend. So anything I don't sell, I'm just gonna recycle over for the next event, but just in case we sell out, or sell really well, I did bring some yarn, and I'm gonna just get settled here and start working on making some more Mothman for next weekend, because next weekend is a cryptids and monsters themed event. So last year Mothman were by far my best sellers, so I'm gonna attempt to make at least 2 while we're sitting here. Don't want to push myself too hard, do anything too crazy while I'm actively selling, but if I could make a couple, that would be a really nice sweet spot for the day, especially while it's still kind of slow and there's not a whole lot going on. You know, it'd be a really good opportunity to like bulk up my stock. Slow start in the back room so far. It is 1 o'clock. And I've sold 2 hats and a sticker so far. People are sort of trickling in here in and out, but as you can hear, sound check is going on behind me, and we will have bands playing from 1:30 on through the rest of the day till 10 p.m. So I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work in terms of me being able to talk to you guys, but I'm gonna do the best I can to stay engaged with you guys because I'm soloing today and I need you guys to hang out with me, so I don't have anything else to do. I keep hearing from everybody how amazing this show was last year, so I'm really hopeful that people will start to trickle back here once the, hey, how you doing? Yeah. That'll be $4. Give you some change. There you go, thank you. Just sold a sticker, but yeah, so we will see how it goes. Apparently last year this event was super ultra busy, and I'm really optimistic that it will be that way this year even if we aren't in the main floor. Like I said previously, I'm about an hour and a half from home, and back home they have like a fine art show this weekend that pulls all of the locals, and so it's really nice to be able to branch out a little bit and go to something that's a little bit more niched down to my target audience, but also far enough away from Louisville that I'm not competing with the art show crowd over there, because it's pretty much like if you're not vending at the fine art show in Louisville this weekend, you're better off just like taking the weekend off, because none of the competing shows pull any foot traffic. So coming out to a different city to test the waters over here was definitely the best case scenario for me. I love spooky season. I love the opportunity to vend during October as much as possible. So I would so much rather be out here trying my luck with a different show than staying home and wishing I was here. So especially with this show being punk rock, there are like 10 bands, maybe more, that are performing all day long, and I mean everybody here is my target audience, and I made a lot of really specific items for this event, a lot of new hats, all new plushies, and so it's really cool to see them thrive in an environment that is just like so perfect for them, you know. So I think it's only a matter of time before it gets a little crazy in here, and I will check back in and show you guys everything I've got going on as the sales start coming through. But until then, hang out, grab a snack, and lock in for a great vlog. like a bag?
Sure.
All right. Y'all are all set. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. I'm so not used to having like a lot of space behind my booth, and honestly, this is fire. Like, I have no booth helper, so I don't have to worry about that. And I've just got like so much room for activity. Like, I've got all my jackets stand out. I've got all my restock bins just like super accessible and ready to go. It's been so easy so far as like a solo vendor to quickly restock things as they sell. Normally I'm so used to having to like scramble around and like pull things out from under the table. It's just been like smooth sailing so far, and it's starting to pick up in here. The first band is playing, as you can hear behind me, and so people are definitely starting to trickle into this back room. I don't think it's as busy as the front rooms, but like they have to make their way back here eventually. So also my sales rate right now is great. Like, a very large amount of the people that have stopped by my booth have purchased so far, so I'm feeling super, super grateful and very optimistic for the rest of the day. So let's keep going. I had 3 Mothmen out and they all sold, so I'm about to go put my last 2 up there for the week. I have 5 more at home, but they're for next weekend. I made myself leave them at home because I knew if I brought them, I'd be too tempted to put them out. So these are gonna be the last 2 of the day. It's only 2:20, so we've got a lot of time to go still. The crowd is slow and steady. If you can see behind me, I know that Osmo is tracking me, but yeah, it's been great so far. We're having a lot of fun. It's not quite as slammed as I expected it to be, but busier than my hopes. My hopes fell so bad when I saw we were in this back room, and I'm starting to feel a little bit better, so we're good. There you go, let me get you a bag. And I can do cash card or Apple Pay.
Let's see, can I do Apple Pay?
Absolutely. All right, well, you're all set. Thank you so much.
Thank you, have a good one.
You too. Hey, how you doing? Good. All right, would you like a bag? All right, it'll be 10 even. Y'all are all set. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy your day. So there's literally nothing going on in my hallway right now, so I'm gonna go wander. I need to go ask a booth neighbor who has a helper if they'll go get me food, but I hate asking for favors like that. So I've been eating nothing but granola bars all day, and that is so not gonna cut it, especially if we're here till 10. Like, realistically, I need to eat food here twice. So somebody bully me in the comments and tell me that I need to start asking for help when I need help, and that just letting people be nice and help me, because I'm so hungry. It's giving me a headache because I'm hungry, and I think that I have Adil, but it's in my car, which is another like reason I would have to leave the booth, so I don't want to do that either. But so far the event is getting a lot better. It's 3:30 right now, and it's been pretty steady waves. The bands play in like 20-minute increments, and so we get like a pretty steady rush every 20 minutes or so, which is nice. I feel like because we're in this back room, the crowd is pretty manageable. We don't get like completely bombarded at any point in time. It's still steady enough to where I'm pulling good numbers, so I'm happy with that. I'm optimistic that by the end of the day, I will hit or be close to the goal number that I came into the event with. So that is excellent news. Feeling much better about opting to get the room out here and all of that good stuff. So yeah, next time I check back in, if I don't have food in my hands, you guys need to yell at me. So. Cut to me eating, or else. It slowed down pretty considerably in the room that I'm in, so I am taking this opportunity to get food before it gets crazy again. Which, I mean, hopefully it gets crazy again, but I think it will. But we're gonna go explore outside in the like 5 minutes I'm allotting myself to get whatever food has the shortest line. So low key, it feels better out here than it does in the hallway we're in. Our hallway's so stuffy. They actually have a lot of booths out here. They had offered me a 10x10 out here initially, but I just hate being outside when I vend. It's more setup, for one, with the canopy and everything. Especially when I'm soloing, that's just a lot of pressure on me. And also the weather's too unpredictable. I opted to pay for 2 tables inside and just adapt my setup accordingly because I just felt like that was the safest bet. Granted, it got me in the hallway, but I digress. I still think I'm glad that I'm inside compared to outside, but we're gonna walk around and check things out on the way to the food. Feed me, please. Wow. I'm really not even a hot dog person. I just wanted it to be fast. It was either this or nachos, and nachos seemed even messier to eat, so this is what we ended up with. Of course, let me get you some air while you check out. It's getting really stuffy in here. Let's see, will she fit in this one? Yes. This is one of my favorite plushies I've made in a very long time.
Is there a pattern for that?
Yes, so I'm actually a pattern tester for her.
I was literally telling her,
yes.
I was like, I wonder if she pattern tested that.
Yeah.
I think I followed the girl that created that.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know when it comes out. I think it's like about 2 weeks from now, but
I wanted to apply.
amazing pattern.
But yeah, I was
She posted it and I'm like, I can have it done tomorrow. Like, what's up? Because I need this for Saturday.
Yeah.
You're all set. Thank you so much. And they're 50% cotton, so they only shrink a tiny bit.
Okay.
You're all set. Thank you so much.
I'm being so responsible and keeping inventory this time. Aren't y'all proud of me?
I just ate that food like 10 times faster than it took me to order and receive the food. I inhaled it. I was so hungry. I feel so much better. I can run a marathon now. The next 5 hours of the day are gonna be a breeze, I'm calling it. And also the wait times really weren't that bad for food truck food, so I don't feel too scared to have to run out there and get dinner again later on. I'm so used to the food truck wait being like 30 minutes, and that's just not feasible when you're vending alone, but I'm glad that they have organized this really well and everybody's on top of things. It makes soloing a lot easier, so I'm feeling very grateful for that. Crowd is still smooth and steady in here. I would say sales have slowed down a little bit in the last 2 hours. I think one of my favorite parts of this event so far is that everybody has the coolest outfits ever. I feel like I've just been people watching all day long. How much are they? They're 25. And what am I backing up for you?
This one.
This one? Okay, and the top will be right up front for you. It has slowed down considerably in the last hour or so, to the point where I heard that some people are packing up, which is crazy because it's 5:30 and this event goes till 10. So I don't know, I don't know how you'd even begin to pack up and get out of here with so much going on, but I got a room like on location, so I'm gonna see it through regardless. But I mean, even with it slowing down, sales are still trickling in enough for me to not leave 5 hours early. I don't, let me take you guys out of the booth and give you an update on the plushies that have sold so far. So we'll go check on that right now. Honestly, the most rewarding part about this entire market is branching out and making all of these plushies. Like, this one is one of my favorites that I made. It was actually a pattern test that I did this week, so I got it done like right in time. It's just, there's something about them. That one, and he is my favorite. This guy right here. He's so floppy, like you're kidding me. He's so cute. If he doesn't get adopted, I really might keep him, which is bad. It means I keep manifesting for him not to sell, and that is not good business, but you know, that's just, that is what it is. So this is what we are looking at with what we have left. We sold the small cat, we sold all of the Mothmen, we sold both of the clowns that were down here, we sold one of the bunnies, almost all of the pumpkin men. So yeah, it's been really solid so far. We are almost completely out of tummy ache survivor stickers. I need to order more desperately. I think my no thought sticker has been one of the best sellers today. My keychains that I don't always put out, I put out, and they've been doing pretty good as well. This is where we're at now. Everything that doesn't sell can come with me next weekend, so I'm not super worried or necessarily trying to sell out of all of my crochet because there's no way I can restock it in the like 4.5 days that I'll have between events. And then we've got our menu style shirts up at the top, which I'm not selling a ton of the crew necks, and I don't know if that's because I switched to menu style this time or if they are just not selling this time around. You know, it just kind of depends on the event. But overall, I am really happy with the way it looks. So, except for back here. Back here is crazy. All of that is a mess, but it can't be helped, so. They're literally playing basketball over there. Do you see that? That could not be less serious. And when the band's cut out and it's dead silent in here, the basket is so loud, it cracks me up. Checking in at 7 o'clock, 7:11. We got another decent pop. I am well past my like single day sales goal that I normally keep. I am about halfway, maybe a little bit over halfway to the big goal that I had set for the day. So that's really good considering our booth placement. Can't complain. Some of the vendors are talking about leaving early. I hope that they don't. Since I'm staying out here, I have no incentive to leave early. So I hope they stay with me because once this room empties out, it's gonna be really hard to pull people in here. Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Oh, thank you so much. It's a crowd pleaser for sure. It looks like I will be leaving with a decent handful of crochet plushies, which honestly works perfect. It means I can roll those over into the Goatman Festival next week without overworking myself this week, which was ultimately the goal. I have sold out of a good bit of things. Honestly, my embroidered baseball caps were by far the best seller this time. Surprisingly, I made a new design on crew necks for this event and I've only sold one, which is shocking to me because I just thought they were gonna be a banger. Let me show you. This one. I really thought it was gonna be the crowd pleaser, but it was not. But that's okay. It's one of those you never really know until you test it type thing, so I will probably drop them as a limited edition run on my website. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check down in the description for my website so that you can grab one for yourself. I have a bunch of stock between small and 2X on hand, so I can have those shipped out for you immediately. Ready? Would you like a bag? Okay, and how many do you have? There you go. Thank you so much. This is one of my favorite things I've ever made in my entire life.
I kept like making
Look guys, the baby's going home. There's just something about like the build, like the way he flops.
He's so floppy.
I'm obsessed with him. I'm so glad he's going to a good home. And I can do cash card or Apple Pay. And would you like to grab a free sticker on me just because I'm excited he's getting adopted?
Oh, yeah. Where are they at?
They're gonna be right on the other side of the wall.
I can do that.
Yeah. I don't know how to get fold him, I guess. Oh my god, he looks ridiculous now.
Nice.
And card works best for you?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like a receipt?
I might as well because it's so large.
Okay, I'll text it to you. You're all set. Thank you so much. Yay! See, this is exactly what I mean. Why would we pack up early? I just sold one of my biggest plushies here. Like, because the little parasites in me were like, oh, if everyone leaves early, you could go try to cancel your hotel room and drive back home tonight. But first of all, I highly doubt they're gonna let me cancel it. It's literally for tonight. Like, they're not gonna let me cancel it. And I wasn't planning to go home tonight anyway. So there's no reason to be overcomplicating things. It's gonna take me forever to break down this booth. I'm gonna be tired. It's better for me to just see it through to the end like I planned. So that's what we're gonna do. So the sun is setting and there are like no lights up here. The lights you're seeing are in the basketball court back there, but like there's no overhead lighting in this space that they put us in. So it'll be interesting to see how dark my booth gets in the next few hours. I didn't bring any extra lights. It's an indoor event. I didn't even think about it. So like the pros and cons of soloing a show. Con, I can't walk around and shop and there's so many good artists and like I yearn to spend the money I make. Pro, I can't spend the money I make because I have to stay behind the booth. It keeps me responsible for sure, but I keep seeing people come back and forth with the things they bought from the other artists and I'm like, I want to go look, I want to go buy things, but I won't. I'm gonna be good. So while it's chilling here and we've got a little bit of downtime, I thought I would tell you guys about what you can expect from me next. I know I touched on it briefly, but my next market that's going to be next Friday and Saturday is the Goatman Festival, which is a cryptids and monsters festival in the woods out here in Louisville, Kentucky. I was really skeptical about it last year because it's a very specific niche and I just figured like, oh, I'll just make some Halloween stuff and see how it goes. But it was an excellent event. It was so much fun. I made really great money. I was very pleased with my numbers. So I'm going to definitely lock in and do it all over again next weekend. It'll be my 3rd weekend vending in a row, which I never do, but I love spooky season. I think that these markets are 10 times more fun than just like my standard pop-up event. So I really try to soak it all in and make the most of the month while I can, while still saving time to do all of my like spooky season activities, of course. But yeah, so that will be the next vlog you can expect from me. It's gonna be 2 days, so it's gonna be nice and long. It will be my first time playing with the Osmo Pocket in the dark, but I really try to have strong booth lighting anyway, so I'm hoping that the footage, it'll be fine. I'm very prepared. I feel good about it. But yeah, it'll be really cool to film a nighttime event with you guys for the first time, because I'm pretty sure since I started vlogging, I've been doing all daytime events. So very, very excited to play with the change of pace and take you guys around and see all the cool stuff they've got going on there. So if you're interested in that, be sure to like and subscribe down below so that you don't miss it when I upload a video. I try to upload within a few days of every event so that I can keep that footage coming out strong for you guys, especially going into the fall, which is my busy season. I expect to have a ton of content from now until the end of the year. So if you're enjoying what you're watching so far, please stick around and see the next one. I would absolutely love to have you. Also, while we're on that topic, you can find me on socials. My main one other than here is going to be my Instagram, which you can find me at astitchingwitch. That will also work for Twitter and TikTok, though I'm not quite as active over there as I used to be. So Instagram is currently like the best place you can go to see all of the reels, the behind the scenes content, updates, all of my works in progress, all of that good stuff. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and sit back down, get settled, and see if we're about to get another pop, because that band just finished up. I believe we've got 2 more bands left for the rest of the night. So we are actually nearing the end of what has been a really long but really successful day, all things considered. I mean, I've had a good time, so.
Oh, hello, I'm Calypso of Apocalypso Arts. You should check out my shit. I'm gonna be apprenticing at Penumbra Tattoo Studio in Lexington. And I'm a printmaker and a sculptor. Come by. You'll love it, I guarantee.
So a guy just came up and went to buy from me and was asking me directions to the beer tent. And so as a thank you, he brought me my favorite Oktoberfest beer. It's a local beer, it's delicious. And so now I can ride out the rest of this market with my favorite beer. And some of the vendors went ahead and packed up early, but yeah, there's no point in me leaving. So we're having a drink, we're hanging out. Half the room has cleared out, but I'm really glad that the rest are staying because we become really good friends. I mean, we've been in here for 12 plus hours. All right, gang, let's go. We have finished our beer. It is 9:13 and it's time to finally start breaking down. All in all, this ended up being a great event. I think that the ceiling could have been higher based on booth placement, but I would definitely come back again and get on my hands and knees and beg to be in the main room. But I had a great time. I made a ton of vendor friends. Everybody in the back room with me was wonderful, and we had a really, really fun time, especially because I was soloing alone, and it really helps to be in a space with a lot of great artists. So we are about to... How y'all doing? Oh my god, don't mind me, I'm still on the clock. I'm just yapping. We are just about to start breaking everything down, get everything loaded up into the car so that I can go check into my hotel room and crash for the night. It has been a great day, a long day, I am wiped, but it's been a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that you guys hang out with me. And it's really cool when I go into an event that's potentially like a not great situation and I still have a really fun time. I love my job. This is truly the best. So yeah, at the end of the day, you never know until you try, right? Thank you guys so much for coming along with me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you next week at the Goat Night Festival. Bye for now.